Good morning, Dizzy.
Good morning, Whitney. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
We are so happy to be tuning in. No, wait, hold on.
What number is today?
This is number 21. No, 22. I really could not have imagined us making it this far, but here we are. We've done it.
We are a third of the way through.
I know.
Today.
If you've just discovered us, we are the Bembridge Scholars. We are also fans of Brendan Fraser.
Mm-hmm. And we've created the International Brendan Fraser Film Festival of North Carolina, which is just this YouTube channel and these videos.
Just us and a couple other people.
So far.
But listen, we're going to make it big time, baby.
Bigger and better.
Today,
we're going to be watching a movie called Gods and Monsters.
Yes. We've heard really good things about it.
From our friend Sam.
Yes.
Who raved about it. And
yes,
this is her favorite
Brendan
Fraser movie,
mm-hmm.
which I hadn't heard of.
Yeah. I think this has Ian McKellen in it. This is from 1998. We will be watching it on Amazon Prime. I think we're renting it. Let's see. Anything else we need to say?
I think it's just time to get this party started.
This is a beautiful film.
I thought it was beautifully done.
I really enjoyed it.
Beautiful to look at.
Mm-hmm.
And
it had like a surrealist quality to it.
A lot of allusions to classic movies like Frankenstein movies. Mm-hmm. And then you get to kind of go into that world a little bit in flashbacks.
One of the smaller actors in this film, he was only in, I think, 2 scenes.
He's not a small actor.
Well, in stature, he might be small.
He gave a standout.
No, he did. Small but mighty.
Thank you.
The actor is Kevin J. O'Connor, who is also known as Benny in The Mummy.
The Mummy guy!
We've got another mummy connection. It's been a while. I can spot a mummy actor like that. I could just like pull one out of the hat if I needed to.
She can practically sniff them.
And I can sniff them all out. I started screaming.
You did.
And then I like threw my arms up in the air and I was like, it's a mummy connection.
It was right,
but I think I blacked out. One that was a little weirder to me is
Lolita
Davidovich. In Younger and Younger, of course, she played his mother. And then in this, she played an ex-lover of his. This had a great cast. It has Ian McKellen, Lynn Redgrave, Brendan Fraser, Lolita Davidovich, Jerry O'Connell.
That's not Jerry.
Jerry, Kevin J. O'Connor. I'm getting O'Connell,
That's cool.
Rick O'Connell mixed up with O'Connor.
And Jerry.
I don't know where Jerry came from. So this is, I think, loosely based on a true story about the director James White.
James Whale.
Shit.
It's sort of a fictionalized account of parts of the life of James Whale, who was a Hollywood film director.
Mm-hmm. He strikes up a friendship with his lawn guy, played by Brendan Fraser. The character's name is Clayton Boone. He's interested in sketching a portrait of Clayton.
And the director, there are all these rumors going around that he's gay,
mm-hmm.
which is true. Brendan's character, Clayton, he's kind of homophobic.
He is. He was also not great towards women.
Every time I felt like I was starting to like him.
Me too. Then he would say or do something.
Then he would just kind of flip.
That's what made me like this role so much, because it was so different from anything that we've seen before. Up until now, if I'm remembering correctly, most of his roles have been very likable characters.
I saw a lot of personal development in his character. I mean, when we first see him, he's driving in the car. It's like he rearranged his facial features somehow, and he just looked kind of sour. And then we kind of see him develop into this man who is still, for some reason, wanting to get to know this Hollywood director, even though I think he's a little bit uneasy about the fact that he's gay.
Mm-hmm.
And it would flip. Like, you'd see this really nice, good side of him. Then you see this side where he's just really harsh and judgmental and angry.
Yeah.
And then it would flip back. But I felt like every time there was that shift, he kind of shifted to a new place. The other thing that I really, really, really enjoyed about this movie is all of the symbolism and all the ways that they tied in the whole Frankenstein story to present day.
This was a really rich film.
And thought-provoking, I thought.
Very thought-provoking.
Because I think there are a lot of unspoken layers with this one.
I think this might be some of the most impressive work I've seen of Brendan's. First up is emotional depth. He just seems a little closed off to me.
Mm-hmm.
But then as he gets to know James, right? James is his name?
Yes.
I'm so bad with names.
By the end of the film, he is sobbing.
And that looks real. I mean, I feel like there was like snot and
He
stuff.
even did like a sniffle.
That was very attractive to me.
Really good. For Still Breathing, we gave him a 9 for emotional depth.
Mm-hmm. Well, at the time.
At the time, that's what we felt.
Yeah. And that's true.
I just fell for him so hard, hook, line, and sinker for Still Breathing.
I know.
I
know. I love him in that too.
I hope it.
But see, okay, here's the thing. In Still Breathing, there's the same level of emotional depth the entire time. It is very consistent.
That is true.
Like, you can tell. I feel like, okay,
he
should have a higher score because he has been emotionally deep his entire life.
So depthy.
This,
you're right.
I think he's spent most of his childhood and adult life really suppressed and unhappy.
So when we meet
and
him,
closed off,
that's where he is.
Exactly. By the end, there is so much more emotional depth there.
Well, he's able to care about somebody.
He is.
Truly.
Aha, 7.
Cool. Ma'am count.
I didn't count any ma'ams.
I didn't either. Did he ever call Hannah ma'am?
I don't think so.
Comedic performance.
When he played Dr. Frankenstein, that was cute.
Mm-hmm.
I think he really got into it, which I enjoyed.
Yeah, me too.
But I wouldn't say that it was like a laugh out loud performance.
Right.
Let's do 2. Yeah.
Best actor in a dramatic role.
I think that this is more of a Oscar-worthy film than anything that he's been in so far.
Totally agreed.
I feel like this is the first one where we can actually say, let's think about it on Academy Award terms, not People's Choice Award. I did see that Ian McKellen and Lynn Redgrave were nominated for Academy Awards for their performances, and I think the director was nominated as well. So this film did have nominations. I didn't feel like I was watching Brendan.
Because even the things that I normally notice about him...
Me too. I didn't notice.
Physical prowess and stunts.
There was a scene where he pulled someone out of a pool. He had to crouch over and pick up beneath like the level where he was standing, like down into the pool.
He also ran over and dove in.
The scene where he is posing nude and he's wearing a gas mask, the physical altercation that happens, that definitely took rehearsing, that
for sure
had to have been choreographed.
That's happening with an older man.
Yeah. You can't just throw him around the way that you would someone your own age.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm good with 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Hair.
I loved his hair. It was like almost like a grown out crew cut, and it was a little poofy on the top, but it was very flat.
You know what it looks like? It looks like the monster because it was fairly short.
It was very short,
but it was like
in the back. But
there was enough. It was long enough. It was high enough that he could have a little bit coming
just
over.
A bit. 90% of the time, it's always been too long in the back. It's been really long in the front lately, and so this time it was just so clean cut. It was very refreshing to me.
It was a nice shorter haircut, shorter than we usually see.
Yeah.
From him. Let's do 5.
Yeah.
Some of these points were for symbolism. Hidden talents. I thought the diving was pretty good.
The diving was great.
Acting like a vintage movie star.
Walking like the monster. Let's do 3. I'm good with 3. So for swoons.
The director.
Oh, and there was the girl at the bar.
Yes.
That he ended up sleeping with.
Give it a 2.
Temperature. Would I go after this man in real life? I don't think so.
However,
but
this character, he's someone who is
transformation,
kind of evolving.
Yeah. There could be potential later.
Personality-wise.
Yeah.
All right, so looks-wise.
Oh, yes, absolutely. 7. Dancing. 0 dancing. Costumes. The costumes were similar to Still Breathing.
Yeah.
He wore a lot of the like white tank tops with a button-up shirt over, but it was unbuttoned. He even had like his yard work outfit like Fletcher did.
Yeah.
The white V-neck t-shirt with the kind of baggy pants.
He looked nice going to the party.
He did.
I think at the party he was just wearing like
a green.
It was a green, maybe a button-up shirt.
Clayton's clothes were pretty plain, just basic pieces, but he's just a casual kind of guy.
I almost did a 4.
Let's do 4. Notes?
Hannah, she said, your movie is not my teacup. I feel like this movie is my teacup, and it was a whale of a film.
That's it.
Which one?
Both.
Right.
Both of them. 38 is the final score. So although this might be a smaller score, that doesn't mean that we liked it any less than the higher ones.
This was such an enjoyable film.
It was. I would highly recommend you watch it, especially if you are wanting to see more of Brendan Fraser's filmography. I feel like this is a really good one to watch.
This is one of note.
It is.
I would star this.
This is a really good marker of how far he's come in the 2023 films that we've seen.
So next week, Dizzy, we have an episode
of The Simpsons. So thanks everyone for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe and comment. We love hearing from you. We will see you next Friday.
Keep it scholarly.
Keep it scholarly.
Can hear my bangles like the bells. The tolling of the bells. That looks a little. The tolling of the bells. For
Whitney.
For Brendan. For your personal enjoyment.
For your pleasure. From our hearts into your homes.
Yes.
That was good. That's why they pay me the big bucks.
Making so much money.
So much coin.
I wish.